Hello, this is Dimyake Mokalieli again here in Washington. We are sitting in the studios of the Voice of America, and this is part of Straight Talk Africa. Of course, it's a bit different from what you're normally used to. We are having a live debate right now in collaboration with the ZTN, the Zim Papers television network in Harare. There's a discussion on the presidential debate, featuring some presidential candidates as well as representatives of presidential candidates. So we are here in the studio paying attention. Unfortunately, right now we're having some audio problems, and that's why it was tossed back to us in the studio. And I have with me my colleagues Ray Choto and Praxenes Jeremiah of the VOA Zimbabwe service. Of course, we're all following this conversation intently. Interesting questions from Shaka and Ruveneko about, regrets and, things that they don't regret. What takeaway do you have from the conversation, Ray?
I mean, just to begin with, this is a very exciting conversation that we're having. I think the first of its kind, where VOA is partnering with the Zimbabwean news organization.
Yes.
Yeah, the responses that I got from let's say, Dr. Nkosana Moyo, who joined the Zimbabwe government after he has been invited by then President Robert Mugabe for only 10 months. He said it gave him an opportunity to see how the Mugabe system operates and how bad they were doing their business. So the interesting thing is that he left the government after 10 years, and we all know that Dr. Nkosana Moyo did not really resign, but he just left the government and went to South Africa after 10 months. Right. And somehow faxed his resignation letter to President Robert Mugabe. An interesting observation there. We go again to Lavo Maduku, who talks about having had the opportunity to go to school, to get educated, and also to be at the forefront in terms of forming the National Constitutional Assembly, which then gave birth to the Movement for Democratic Change, but regrets that he did not join the Movement for Democratic Change when it was formed in 1999. And we go back again to Mr. Biti, who talks about the GNU in 2008.
Did you find that revealing, what he revealed about the Mulungushi Center and the decision that were made there for them to actually...
I think for some of our listeners and viewers today, it could be something new, but because we've been reading and studying, we are quite sure about what really happened at Lubumbashi. We are quite sure about the debate that was within the MDC itself not to be involved in the government of national unity immediately after they've realized that they have won. They won the parliamentary votes, but in that election, the MDC did not win a popular vote in 2008 in the first round, but it did win the majority of parliamentary seats.
And it's an issue we keep hearing recurrently. Of course, it's very